So the last topic we discussed it is creating data frame using 2D dictionary having values as dictionary with non-matching keys. Okay, here the case of this manager, generation is there, operation is there. Within that generation, the value it is escasing, and in operation it is ML Ganna. All of you switch on the video, children. Switch on the video. All of you switch on the video. Anjo, Anthony, Grishma, Amal, switch on the video. So here, in the case of generation, manager it is escasing and engineer it is SN Mandal. Then in the case of operation wing, the manager it is, here it is operation, here ML Ghanna. So ML Ghanna. After that, in the case of engineer, there is no operation wing. Okay. And this second key value, in the case of engineer, the contents are generation and maintenance. There is no operation. So under this engineer, the operation value, it is NAN. Okay, because there is no value for operation in the case of this engineer section. Then maintenance case also. In this maintenance case, in the case of manager, only generation and operation, there is no maintenance. Okay, the case of manager, only generation and operation, there is no maintenance. So under this manager, the last value, that is the value for maintenance, it is NAN. Okay, is it clear? We already discussed this program, example 17. Then last program it is creating data frame using NumPy array. Creating data frame using NumPy array. One more program is there. So here I'm using two array 1 and array 2, and creating a data frame using this array 1 and array 2. Okay, so first I create one array, it is array 1 with value 12, 23 and 34, and array 2 with value 23, 34, 54 and 60. Then create a data frame df which is equal to pd.dataFrame within bracket. Instead of that data value, write a list with AR1 and AR2. Okay, so here this is the data value. So at the in the place of that data value section, I am using a list. The content of that list, it is two arrays, array 1 and array 2. So within square bracket, write array 1 comma array 2. Then this is the column heading, and index heading means what, Raina? Index heading means, is it column heading or row heading?
Column heading.
Index means row name. Okay. Index means row name. Columns, it is column name. Okay. So in this statement, two values are there. Columns is there and index is also there. So just identify columns is the name for column heading. Then what is this index? Index is for row heading. Okay. Columns is for column heading. Then what is the use of index? Index is used for row heading. Is it clear, Sneha? Okay. So here the output it is ABCD is the column heading. So the output it is ABCD column heading, and the row headings are R1 and R2. So this is the row heading R1 and R2. AR1 is the first row. AR1 it is 12, 23, 34. Only 3 values are there. But in the case of AR2, 4 values are there. So I'll just fill the 4 values, but here 1/3, fourth value is there for R1, it is NAN. NAN is in the form of float. So I'll just write 60 as 60.0. Okay, here I'm giving 60, wall number 60, but here the value it is 60.0 because in this column I'm using a float value. When I'm using a float value means nan is considered as a float value. So if I'm using one float value in one column, all the other values are converted to float value. So the 60 is converted to 60.0. Okay, all of you switch on the video, children. Do it fast. Okay, so here in the case of R1 array, that is AR1, I'm using only 3 value. But in the case of AR2, 4 values are there. So in the case of first row, I'm adding one more value, it is NaN. NaN is a float value. So the fourth value of R2 is also a float representation, that is 60 is converted to 60.0. Okay. Then creating data frame, another data frame object, using another data frame object. So here S is equal to PD dot series, that is I am creating a series. I'm creating a series S and I'm creating another series P, and using this S and P I'm creating a dictionary, it is D. We already discussed these 3 statements in the previous programs. So S is equal to PD dot series, that is using different sports I'm creating a series, and using different player number I'm creating another series, it is P. Then using the S and P I'm creating a dictionary, D is okay. Any doubt, children? Anyone? Okay. So here S is equal to PD dot series is for creating a series, and it includes different sports. Then second series is it is P. It include number of players included in that sport. Okay. So P is equal to PD dot series 7, 12, 6. And using this S and P, I'm creating a dictionary. The dictionary includes a key and a value. So the first key it is sports, and the value it is included in series S. And the second key it is player, and the value it is included in P, series P. Then I'm creating a data frame using PD dot data frame using this dictionary. So PD dot data frame D. Then df underscore duplicate, that is I'm creating one more data frame using the data frame df. Okay. So df underscore dup, which is equal to pd dot data frame df. So using this data frame df, I'm creating another data frame, that is a copy of data frame df. It is df dup, that is duplicate of df. So the result is sports and player are the column headings, and R1, R2, R3 are the row headings. There is no difference when we are creating a data frame with another data frame object. You just use the same function data frame. Within bracket, you want to use one data frame. Okay, before using this statement, just create this df. That is the only thing. So after creating a data frame, we can create another data frame or duplicate of that data frame using the statement df underscore dup. Here we can use any name. Instead of df, we can give this df1 equal to also. Okay. PD dot data frame within bracket df. df is the data frame name. Then different attributes.
Ma'am,
Okay, Vidu?
can you show the last program?
What, Vidu?
Can you show the last program, ma'am?
Once again, Vidu? This
Ma'am,
one.
can you, yes.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, right, the next topic, it is data frame attributes. Which are the different data frame attributes? So many questions are there from the attributes of data frame, at the same time attributes of series. Okay. So attributes, the first attribute, it is index. Index returns row labels of data frame. Index means row. You just by heart the term meaning, that is index means row. Columns is the heading, is the word for column heading, but index is the name for row. Then index returns row labels of data frame. And how is the output display? The case of index, when we are using index, how is the output display? Anyone? When we are using a statement like print df.index, what is the output? Grishma? What, Grishma?
Index equal to
Here, the output, it is
row label.
index within round bracket, within square bracket, the indexes of that data frame. Okay. The output will display like this. That is index, that is I in capital index, within round bracket, within square bracket, the index names. Okay. If it is string, it will display within single quotes. If it is integer, we can just write as 0, 1, 2, just like that. Okay. So index is the attribute that returns row labels of data frame. Columns returns the column labels of data frame. And axis is for returning both row and column. Okay. Axis is for returning both row and column. So you just check the output of this index column axis in your textbook. Okay. Example is there based on this index column and axis output sections. You just check the output. Okay. Then fourth one, it is size. Size returns total number of elements of data frame, including missing values. How we can find out the size? Amal, how we can find out the size? Means total number of elements present in that data frame, including NaN. That is, if this is the data frame, how many elements are there? That is the meaning of this size attribute. Size attribute is used to find out the total number of elements present in that data frame. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 values are there. So the result of this size, it is 12. So one equation is there based on this size attribute. And Joe, which is that equation? How we can find the size? That is number of rows into number of columns. Okay. Here 4 columns are there. So 4 into 3 rows are there. So 4 into 3. So size value is 12. Okay. Write this equation. It is row number into column number. To find the size, it is row number into column number. Then what is shape? Shape returns number of rows and columns of data frame as tuple. Underline this point, it is tuple. So the result is within this round bracket. Because tuple is represented using round bracket. So the tuple is the value of result of this shape is within this round bracket. It will display number of rows and number of columns. And now here, what is the result of this data frame based on this shape attribute? Within round bracket, which are the values? First, you want to explain the row number, and second, it is column number. How many rows are there, Hannah?
3.
Okay, 3 comma. Columns, it is 4. Okay, so according to shape, it will return the number of rows and number of columns as in the form of tuple. So tuple bracket, it is round bracket. Within that round bracket, the first one, it is the row number, and second one, it is the column number. So 3 comma 4. Here 3 rows are there, so the first value is 3. 4 columns are there, so last value is 4. So values is another attribute. It returns data frame as NumPy array. It is not in your text. I think it is not in your text. So you just write. I'll give one example from that question paper. Okay. Values return data frame as NumPy array. Okay. A same data frame, it is returned in the form of NumPy array. For that purpose, we are using the attribute values. The next, it is empty. Empty returns true if data frame is empty. If the data frame is empty, it will return a true value. Otherwise, it will return false value. T is used for transpose. Transpose means, what is transpose? Anthony, what is transpose of data frame? What is transpose of? What is transpose of data frame? Any idea?
4 rows.
It will just convert the columns into rows and rows into column. Okay, that is transpose. Okay, it will just change columns into rows and rows into columns. For that purpose, we are using T attribute. T is for transpose. All of you switch on the video. Switch on the video, children. Then ndim returns the dimension. That is, if it is 1D, 2D, etc. In the case of data frame, the result is 2D. And in the case of series, it is 1D. Okay. Then D type returns the data type value. That is, if it is float or integer or object, just like that. Then count returns the count. It is not bound, it is count. Count of the item. That is how many times that particular item is present. So next topics are dealing with how we can select or access or modify a data frame. It is based on ilock is there, lock is there. Using lock and ilock, we can manipulate the data frame. And renaming is there. Then how we can delete one column from the data frame. Using DEL. Okay. So after discussing the questions related with this topic, we can discuss that ITROS, binary operations, just like that. Okay. So Wednesday, learn the balance portions from the first chapter. Okay. That is starting from selecting and accessing. That is page number 129 to 164. Page number 129 to 164. That is different accessing method and deletion in data frame, and also ITROS, then CSV files also. Okay. So any doubt related with this data frame creation and attributes? Anyone? Any topic need more explanation? No. So we can start sample question papers. One second. So these are the main questions related with data frame portion. So the first question is, which function is used to find values from a data frame D using the index number? This is based on the Wednesday's topic. 1 second, children. Here, which function is used to find values from a data frame D using the index number? Any idea? Anyone? Here, the answer it is D.ilog. Wednesday, we can discuss that topic. So it is D.ilog. Answer it is option B, D.ilog. Then, Amal, read the second question, Amal. And also say the answer, correct answer for that question. Read the question, Amal.
Which attribute of data frame is used to convert row into column to rows in a data.
Which attribute of a data frame is used to convert row into column and column into row in a data frame? Which is the correct option, Amal?
A.
Correct answer, Amal. It is AT. That is, it is the meaning of this convert row into column and column into row. It is transpose. For transposing one data frame, we are using the attribute T. So here the answer it is option A, T. Here the third question it is that data frame has two axes. Is it true or false? One of the easy question, alle? That is true. Two axes is there. Which are the two axes, Raina? If axis equal to 0, what is the meaning? And if axis is equal to 1, what is the meaning? A data frame has two axes. It is a true statement. Which are the two axes?
Both index and column.
Yes, correct, Raina. It is row and column. That is index and column. Okay, index is for row representation, column is for column representation. Correct answer, Raina. So the fourth question, it is dash parameter is used to ignore row labels in concatenation operation. You just note this question. It is not in your text. Dash parameter is used to ignore row labels. If I want to remove or ignore row labels in concatenation operation, the statement used it is ignore index is equal to false. It's not false, it is true. Ignore index is equal to true. This is the correct statement. Here, these last two options are wrong. Why? Here, the true or false is represented within single quotes. If I am representing anything within single quotes, it will consider as a string value. Here, if you want to give true, write true without single quotes. Okay, so ignore index equal to true. If the statement is in ignore index equal to true, then that row label is ignored at the time of concatenation. So note this question, mark it as. Dash parameter is used to ignore row labels in concatenation operation. This is in our textbook from the next topic. Okay. So which of the fifth question is which of the following is or are characteristics of data frame? Evelyn, which is the correct answer? Which of the following is or are characteristics of data frame? Columns are of different types, can perform arithmetic operations, axes are labeled, all of the above.
All of this.
Yes, all of the above is the correct answer. Because columns are of different type. Okay, first column we can include first column as string value, second column as integer value, third column as float value, just like that. Okay, so the first statement is correct. Columns are of different types. Types means data types. Okay, the first column we can use it as integer column, second column we can use float value, third column we can use another data type like string. So the first statement is correct. Then can perform arithmetic operations. This is correct because we can perform arithmetic operation using plus, minus operators. Okay. Axes are labeled. Axes means row and column. We can label that row and column. It is also true. So the correct answer it is all of the above. Then sixth question, Meghna, read the question.
Which of the following function is used to create data frame? Option A, data frame.
Correct. This is one of the simple question that is data frame. If there is a option like B is equal to, it is data frame, then it is not correct. Okay. Here F is small letter. Okay. So if there is one option like this is not the function for creating a data frame because here F is small letter. The correct option it is data frame. D and F are capital letters. Okay. Anjo, read the seventh question. Anjo.
I can see seventh question. Yes.
What, Anju?
Dash rows and dash columns. Import pandas as PD. S1 is equal to PD dot series.
Then what is the answer, Anju? In given code data frame D1 has dash rows and dash columns. Here this import statement is in the next line. Dash rows and dash columns, which is the correct option. Anju?
C.
C is not a correct answer. Then Basil? Is it C? You just write this output B. Any other answer? B, C, then dash rows and dash columns. D1 is equal to this. D1 is also in the next line. Okay. This import pandas is in a new line, and this D1 is equal to PD dot is also in a new line. Is it 4,4, Vidur? Vidu, what is your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
C.
Yes, ma'am. C.
Okay, okay. Anju, your answer is also C, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Anthony, your answer?
C, ma'am.
C. Okay. Grishma, give the data frame representation for that question, 7th question. How is the output when we execute this program? First row include which values, or second row values with column heading and row headings. Grishma? Irfan? What is the first row value for this data frame D1? Adi? Navin? Which are the values for first row? What happened? Is the screen is visible, Evelyn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nevin, your answer? First row values. Okay, the first row values are 1, 2, 3, 4, and the second row values are 11, 22, 33, and 44. So it includes 4 columns and 4 rows. So the correct option it is C. Then what about the 8th question, that is assertion reason based question?
Ma'am,
Okay, Vidur?
can you explain the true graph?
This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. You just take the portion of series data frame creation using series. Take the topic data frame creation using series. One second. Okay. Here, this is the data frame creation using series. So here I'm creating a series using 10, 20, 30 value. So here this is single value representation. So the value, 1 second. One problem is there with this series creation. Okay. Isn't it, Vidur? When we
Two
create,
series was there, no, ma'am.
yes. When we are creating a series, if I'm using a single series, one problem is with the single series creation and multiple series creation. Okay. So this is single series creation. You just note this program. Here I'm using only one series. pd.series 10, 20, 30 and index values are ABC. So here this ABC, here I am using only one series. So df is equal to pd.data frame. I'm using a single series S. So without a list. Okay, without a list. In this case, I'm using a single series in the form of a list. Okay, but here I'm using a simple series or single series without a list. So it will display like this. Okay, that is just like our normal series. So here I am creating a series S with value 10, 20, 30 and index values A, B and C. Okay, then I'm creating DF, that is data frame, using this S without list bracket. So the result it is A, B, C are the column headings and 10, 20, 30 are the column values. If I'm not using a list simple, the result is just like a normal series. Okay. So the output will display like this, that is just like a column, 10, 20, 30, just like a column. And here the index value is used as the row name. Then in the case of this statement, here I'm using this single series in the form of a list. In our question is also the result, the question is within a list, S1, S2 or S, P, just like that, within a list. Okay, so here passing a single series object within a list. Here I am not using a list. If I'm not using a list, the result is just like a normal. If I'm using a single series, it is just like a normal series. And if I'm using that single series within a list, the result is here, the output is just like normal data frame. Okay, here this ABC is used as column heading, and this PD dot data frame, that is within square bracket, I am using that series. So it will just like a normal data frame, that is this first series values are used as the row value and this ABC is used as the column headings. Okay, so create data frame using single series within a list. In this case, we are not using a list. We are simply using the series name. If I am using a single series within a list, the result it is within square bracket. If I am using S, the result is just like a data frame, normal data frame. So the first row value is 10, 20, 30. And the column heading index is here used as column heading. A, B, C are the column heading. Okay, then this is our question, that is multiple series. This is the same question in that question paper, that is import pandas as PD. I am creating S1 is equal to PD dot series with 3 value and index values are there, and S2 is equal to 3 value with some index value, and I am creating this data frame using this S1 and S2, this S1 and S2 within square bracket. Okay. So it is within square bracket. So S1 content is displayed like 10, 20, 30, that is just like normal row. And this S2 content is also displayed just like normal row. That is 18, 12, 34. But here the index values are sale 1 and sale 2. That is index means in the case of data frame, index means row. So these are the row names. So sale 1 and sale 2 are the row names. Then column headings, it is based on the series heading. That is, 1 second, our time is over. So we can discuss this in the next topic and next period. Okay.